Cheers. This is so good. I don't have hats. Funny story, a couple of months ago, I dropped a video and someone left a comment saying that my hats are too boring. I don't remember if those were the specific words, but they said my hi-hats need a little more excitement. And I didn't take it too hard, but deep down, I'm honest, and I knew it's something that I've struggled with because I've heard my beats play back, and I'm like, okay, but the hi-hats sound a little too static, a little too stagnant. And then I started doing my research on how to improve my hi-hats. And sometimes I've made a little bit of changes here and there with my hi-hats. And then I dropped, what song that I just recently dropped? And I was like, the hi-hats sound a little stagnant again. But anyways, so in honor of your comment, if I find it, I'm going to post it. Don't forget. And basically, the hi-hats I'm going to add to this song, I'm just going to use the same hi-hat, and then I'm just going to shift the key, because that is a hack I learned to make your hi-hats a little more interesting. Basically, it's the same hi-hat, you're just lowering, you feel me? I've also seen instances where it's two different hi-hats playing at the same time. So it'll be something like, but they have to sound a little too similar, not so off, you know? But I could probably get away with these two, so it'd probably be like something like that. It just has to be a little more, you know? But yeah, that's today's project while I enjoy my Nilo.
The last time there was a baby would have been 8 years ago. Okay, and the barbecue. Keep going. No. You sound crazy. They know about big friends. Anna loves putting things on YouTube. She doesn't understand privacy.
New York had Jigga and Miami had Trey. Shout out to DJ Labs, out there that's who we got paid. When Luke in the club taught us all how to twerk. Uncle Luke in the club got us all on the floor. Two like crew booty shaking, now we all call it twerk. I'm a believer. I am a believer that there's a difference between twerking and booty shaking. Because I've been clubbing. I've been going to the club since 2009. 2009. Things have changed drastically, obviously. But yeah, I feel like booty shaking back then compared to what's going on now, twerking, completely different. I mean, I haven't seen real twerking in a minute. But yeah, it's not the same. To have crew in the cut, tell us all how to twerk. Me, I'm old school. I keep it tradition when it comes to this. You know, you got to respect where you come from in order to keep going where you're trying to go. And Uncle Luke and Two Live Crew, it's two different entities, because to this day people still talk about Uncle Luke. Not a lot of people talk about Two Live Crew, so we got to mention both. Honor and respect. Might as well bring in 99 Jam, you know what I'm saying? We used to go to this place called Nocturnal, and it was Nocturnal, 90 degrees, or was it 90 degrees Nocturnal, and then Space. And if you've ever been to Miami and you know about Club Space is open forever. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, we used to go to Nocturnal, we used to go to 90 degrees because they were free before midnight. We're very, very, very pressed for time. So this is what we would do. We would make sure everything got taken care of at work. We sped through everything, we pre-closed everything at work. And at 10:55, we'd be like, hey, we're ready to go. We're like, our replacements are here, it's time to go. So we would clock out, drive home. Lucky for us, we live like 3 minutes away from home. We'd go home, shower real quick, we get ready, and then we drive out to downtown Miami. And we would literally get there and make the line and get there right before midnight, because if you got in before midnight, you didn't have to pay a cover fee. Once midnight hit, the cover would be 20 and up. Oh yeah, so nocturnal after work. Got it free before 12. After work, got it free before 12. Nocturnal after work, got it free before 12. Nocturnal after work, got it free before 12. Traffic in the Nocturnal after work, got it free before 12. Traffic in the morning on Palmetto Woods, hell. Nocturnal after work, got it free before 12. Traffic in the morning on Palmetto Woods, hell. Still it hasn't changed, shit don't stay the same. Still it hasn't changed anything, it got worse. First couple of years I was a baby, my parents lived off 163rd. And grandma would take me to the mall on 163rd every morning when my parents went to work. So yeah, very, very nostalgic. Every time I drive to the beach, when I'm hitting up Sunny Isles, or I'm going to one of my favorite Chinese spots, Thanks Chinese, I'm like, look at this. I just remember, like, I've been up and down this road all my life. 163rd. Oh my God. Nocturnal after work, got it free before 12. Traffic in the morning on Palmetto was hell. Now it's still the same. Matter of fact, it got worse. I trying to get to Oliver through 163rd. Like trying to get to Oliver off by 163rd. Nocturnal after work, got it free before 12. Traffic in the morning on Palmetto was hell. Now it's still the same. Matter of fact, it got worse. Like trying to get to Oliver by 163rd. The traffic to get, if you wake up early, if you time it right, you trying to get to the beach, it's not going to be traffic. Because early, and there's a certain time in the morning, just like everything else, especially on Sundays, everyone's trying to get to the beach. Everyone's trying to go out on their boats. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's trying to get their boats on the ramp as soon as possible so they can get out on the water as soon as possible. If you hit the wrong time, you are screwed, because you're also going to run into the church crowd. So there's going to be more traffic. And the traffic on 163rd, when all of this is happening at the same time, is a lot. So, nocturnal after work, got it free before 12. Traffic in the morning on Palmetto was hell. Now it's still the same. Matter of fact, it got worse. Like trying to get to Oliver about 163rd. Some breakfast is a cuss. Cuban toast is a coffee. Cuban toast with some coffee in the breakfast. Cuban toast with some coffee in the morning is a custom. Cuban toast with some coffee. Cuban toast with some coffee for breakfast is a custom. Cuban toast with some coffee for breakfast is a custom. I already said in the morning. I want to rhyme custom with hot sauce. Cuban toast with some coffee for breakfast is a custom. Cuban toast with some coffee for breakfast is a custom. Hot sauce. I gotta figure it out. I think it's time to have lunch, and I think this is as far as I go right now.